If you guys want coins for FC24, make sure you check out MMOEXP.com. Their link is down in the description. They're very fast, they're very cheap, they're very reliable, and if you use my code Rema, you can get yourself a lovely 5% discount. So what's up guys, it's Ash here and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video guys, we do have our updated 442 custom tactics and player instructions. Just before we get into the video though guys, I would very much appreciate it if you could drop it a thumbs up, as it does really help me out. Also sub to the channel if you are new so you never miss out on any videos like this one. And yeah, with all that aside guys, let's get right into today's video. Alright then guys, so starting off with the tactics for the 442. For the defensive style guys, as always I pop this on balanced. I like balanced because it does give me the best control over my defenders. So when I want to press my opponent, I can do that, and then if I want to maybe drop off and have a bit more of a conservative approach, I can also do that as well. Now for the defensive width guys, I pop this on 45. It's a really nice balanced defensive width, anywhere from like 40 to 45. I don't really notice too much of a difference, but the reason we go for this range is because it keeps you in a nice narrow and compact shape to block out those attacks through the middle, but at the same time you still maintain that defensive width to cover that wider area just enough to block those attacks down the wings. So we're nice and compact, but we also have good coverage of wider areas. For the depth guys, this is honestly a preference thing. There's not really a correct thing to use. If you're somebody that loves that automatic press and loves that really high that high depth on 71, you can use that. If you prefer something like 65 or 60, you can also use that, but I'm just using 55 because it's a bit higher than the default, and my players don't press like crazy automatically, so I feel like I have a bit more control, so 55 is what I'm using. For the build up play guys, we pop this on balance because it does give you the best control when you are building up the play. For example, if you want to play slow, you can, and then if you decide you want to switch up and play a bit quicker, you can also do that. So balanced allows you to adapt to many different situations, which is why I do suggest it. For chance creation guys, direct passing is an absolute must in my opinion. Now the reason for this is direct passing is the only way to actually attack consistently in this game. When you use direct passing, your attacking players commit these runs, and then the defender will follow the attacker making the run, and then once that defender has overcommitted, your attack will like track back so that you can cut back to them because there'll be a lot of space between them and the defender. So that is the way this works. Very overpowered, but a little bit boring, I have to say. For the attacking width guys, I pop this on 58. Again, not really a magic number. There's no specific one you want to use. If you prefer a bit more of a narrow approach, you can do that, or if you want to go crazy wide as well, you can also do that. I go with like 58 because it's just been a sweet spot. Not too narrow, not too wide either. For the players in the box guys, I have this on 6 at the moment, so we can get a few players into that penalty area, but we don't overcommit absolutely everyone, but you can do what you want with that. And then the corners and the free kicks, I also pop these both on 2, but again, you can do what you want. There's not a specific number you need to use. For the player instructions guys, pretty basic, I won't lie. For both strikers, we pop them on stay central and get in behind. Stay central because obviously we don't really want them drifting out into the wider areas. We won't really have a consistent finisher. Otherwise, you know, we need somebody in the middle. We need somebody to at least always be there to help us out. If you want, you can maybe have like one on balance width, but yeah, it's completely up to you. I just prefer to have them on stay central so I always know where they are. And then obviously getting behind to utilize their pace as well. For the wide midfielders guys, the right mid and the left mid, I pop them on cut inside, getting behind, and then just leave them alone for the rest. Cut inside is a really nice attacking AI movement that I like. They'll start their runs out wide and then make the transitional runs into the more narrow areas. That's just something I really like. Gets them more involved, which is something I like to see. And then getting behind so that they will utilize their pace as well to get up and down the line. For the left centre mid guys, the more defensive minded of the two centre mids, I pop him on stay back while attacking and then cover centre. Stay back while attacking because obviously we don't want him flying forward if he is more defensive minded, and then cover centre so that he will primarily cover that middle area, as we already have like left mids and right mids to cover the wider areas. For the right centre mid guys, the more box to box style player, we leave them on the default settings and then pop them on cover centre. Default settings because like I said, they are more box to box. We want them to have that freedom, so we kind of just let them do their own thing. Very useful if you have somebody like Hullet as well. Again, cover centre because we don't really need them to cover that wider area either. Now for the defenders, guys, you can kind of do what you want here, but on my more attacking fullback, this being my right back in Cafu, we pop them on balanced attack and overlap. This works well because I have my right mid on cut inside, like I said, so he'll make the transitional runs into the more narrow areas, leaving space for this fullback to overlap and then maybe spam some crosses. So it's really nice. It's something I like, but again, you don't have to use it if you don't want. For the left back, guys, we pop them on stay back and overlap, so this is my more defensive minded player. This is so we always have at least 3 defenders back at a time, but when we send them on the run forward, they'll make that overlapping run just like the right back. For the 2 centre backs, I leave them alone, and then the keeper, I also leave them alone. But yeah, guys, they're my tactics and instructions for the 4-4-2. If you guys have enjoyed or found this useful, please be sure to drop it a like, sub to the channel if you are new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. And with all that aside, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out, guys.